What's going on, everyone? Yash here. Another day, another party, right? So it's been brought to my attention. Now, there's some things I was already aware of on CarX Street, but it's been brought to my attention that we have some folks who have been abusing the air resistance on the leaderboards. There's several other things too I want to go over with before I go over that. And specifically, I'm not super well knowledgeable on the air resistance, but there are some folks who um, have been using exploits here, well, cheats per se, to have infinite nitrous on the leaderboards, which that's a given when there's a car that just keeps accelerating like a bat out of hell. Cool, right? Interesting. There are some essentially where game files are being edited, which I think that doesn't work anymore. I don't know. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, here's the main thing that I particularly wanted to discuss, and forgive me right now, I'm just checking one of the leaderboards there that just started up and just seeing where I'm standing. But I'm going to go over the air resistance here in just a moment. Let's see, where am I at here? Position 8 there. And position 3 here. Okay, cool. Cool beans, cool beans. Anyway, what I was going to discuss is that, so one of my friends here through the CarX Street community, it's a huge difference from C4 to C6 to be running cars with the old air resistance before a patch that particularly nerfed that. So it seems like some cars are, and I believe the patch in question is the, let's see here, it was the 1.1.0, and that's the one before the vinyls were added. All cars that folks had before basically can run the old air resistance. Now, some of you are probably wondering, what is this air resistance that you are talking about? So let's hop into it, shall we? This is more of a top-end speed thing, by the way, guys. So you go over here to air resistance, and you see you can go to 2.05. Now, if you left your car the same while it was already max here, this would be 1.7 or 1.8, wherever it was. So what one of my friends said is that, in their opinion, the fix should be revert back to 1.7 air resistance, so this way everyone can have the same tune again. So I'm going to agree with that, because right now you see how my R32 GTR is 2.05. I went and looked at some of my other cars before that, and it looks like some of those actually have higher, and I can't make anything I built new, I can't get a higher max speed out of. So if you built a car that already had max air resistance before that patch, and you don't touch the air resistance, it doesn't do anything. It's like you're gonna have a overall higher end top speed. So that's the issue right now. I'm still able to place high in this car, so I don't have any issues per se. But I noticed in one of my other vehicles that it literally, I'm gonna show you guys exactly how this looks. Now, this Evo 6 I don't run on the leaderboards, and I had no idea this was happening until one of my friends brought this to my attention. So I was looking at some of my cars. So just to give you guys an example, do you see how my Evo 6 says 1.8? This is like before the patch. After they patched the game, I never touched this. So if I touch this, like move it, it goes to the 2.05, -7. That's not a whole lot to some of you, but realistically speaking, on a leaderboard perspective, that's an unfair advantage. I don't use this car on the leaderboard. Like, I'm satisfied with how my tune is, but that is wild. So what my friend said, and I 100% agree, just let us run everything back to that air resistance, because there are already cars where the tunes, like this Evo, being that way. So right now it's a very huge advantage. So if someone's on the leaderboard and they're running that, or they're doing infinite nitrous or whatever the case may be, you don't really have a way of beating that. And it's like, I mean, unless you're a better driver than them and that top speed doesn't mean anything and it's majority corn, but still, that's besides the point. So Yeah, I just saw that there. It was brought to my attention, and I wanted to show that to you guys here. So that's for all those who like to be competitive on the leaderboards. It kind of sucks because it's like there's a lot of, oh look, there's only 36 participants. I was like, yeah, Lamborghini up there, nice. So it's kind of at a very high disadvantage. So it sucks. I don't know what to really say. This was the only car I stared at because I was like, well, I had this car since around the beginning times, and yeah, so this car basically, if I were to tune it up a little bit more, it'd have an unfair advantage to anyone's newer cars. So indeed, it's, well, I guess I can say one of a kind. You can't build something else like this in terms of speed, I guess. I haven't messed with the other tunes to see, but let me know what you guys think. Your thoughts and opinions. But I definitely feel that that needs to be updated. Just give back the old air resistance since the cars that are already like that are stuck this way, unless we change them, which I doubt everyone's going to want to in order to change their resistance. I'm not changing anything. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I just won't compete in this one on the leaderboard. I'll be that nice. But she. All right, guys, like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm out.